Hello, and welcome to this week's installment of I'm Fine, Everything is Fine podcast. I am your host, Drew, and with me is my co-host and producer, Evan.
That's me. I'm the co-host and producer, Evan.
We are coming to you from Dirty Jersey. We hope you guys had a good week. Please remember we are here for you, so come chill with us at the kitchen table. This week's episode is brought to you by Icelandic Bitches.
Icelandic bitches. Let me hear it for the bitches in the back.
Anyway, hit us up on our email. The letters I am fine, everything is fine at Gmail, but the best way or ways to get a hold of us is through our Twitter and Instagram.
Which
Evan?
is at ifeif_.
Correct. And that is also the new handle for our TikTok, which
Correct.
I did set up.
Yes.
We are not recording video this week,
Yeah,
but we'll get there.
You said there was a TikTok conundrum? Or are we not there yet?
Not there yet. We'll talk about it a little bit later on, but yeah. So follow us on TikTok if you want to. We're going to start putting clips of us recording the show up and or other funny stuff or our reactions to other TikToks and things like that. You can hear us, or if you want to spread the word about the podcast, you can find us on Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, Audible, iHeartRadio. We have a YouTube channel. Just search for ifeif. I'm fine. Everything is fine. We're not on Pandora and we're not on Stitcher. Fuck you guys. Sorry.
Fuck those guys.
Fuck those guys. It's the news from the future. You want to hear some news from the future?
Yeah, I do.
The Island Boys and White Claw Gabe were caught robbing a bank.
Yeah, you think so?
Their NFTs have risen in price.
Boy.
Fucking piece of shit.
Boy. That's a hit.
It is, I know. I see their cameos are all over the place. Have you seen that? Speaking of cameos.
They do cameos.
They do, yeah. Apparently they do a really good job.
I thought about it, but then I was like, what would I have them do?
I don't know. Just have them say something about the podcast. We should do it. Let's do it.
Did you see the one video of them where
Which one?
he couldn't say the sentence, but it was a literate sentence.
Yeah.
Made sense, logical. And he's like, he can't read it. He's like, man, you don't even make sense. Wow.
Oh my God, you can hear the dog in the background.
Yeah, she's squeaking her hockey stick.
Yes. Flyers are on too right now.
She's a defensive prospect.
Yes.
Flyers.
Are the Flyers winning or losing?
It's
5-3.
5-3 now?
Flyers are losing 5-3. It's fine. Famously, this week was the week of Thanksgiving. It happened to be yesterday. Yesteryear. I celebrate Thanksgiving twice because my families can't get along, which is fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. So to prevent any sort of hubbub, we celebrate. My wife and I do one family one night and another family the next night, Wednesday, Thursday. So it's fun. I enjoy it. 2 Thanksgivings is always fun. Yeah.
Twice the food, twice the leftovers.
That's right. Amen.
Play it right.
Yeah. We talked about one of the biggest points of conversation besides Kyle Rittenhouse. Well, I'm just kidding. Was Home Alone. We talked about Home Alone, and we discussed like all of the nostalgia around them, and just like how good of movies they are, and everything. How they're making a new one, right? They're making like a new one that's like this, whatever reboot or whatever of it.
See.
Yeah. And it unlocked a memory for me. Have you ever had like something like unlock like that? You haven't thought of it in like a decade, and then all of a sudden you just think about it. Yeah.
I think everybody does.
I remember me and my brother. My brother's 5 years older than me. I don't remember how old we are. We had to be like maybe 8 and 12 or like 7 and 12 or something like that. And we decided to set up booby traps all over our house just in case robbers would come in and break in.
Booby traps.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
I know.
No, I never did that. I was more influenced by Tarzan.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say George of the Jungle, personally.
Dude, another good one. Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser, where are you at? Shout out Brendan. Yeah, shout out Brendan Fraser.
Shout out Brendan Fraser.
He listens, we know.
That's it. I hope he does. That's a great flick.
George of the Jungle. George.
Hell yeah.
That fucking movie. But yeah, so you like
Joe Young's another great
Mighty Joe
great
Young,
movie.
yeah. Who was the bitch that Jesus Christ, was it Charlize Theron? No, who was it?
It was her, maybe Naomi Watts.
Naomi Watts. Who played the woman in it? Wasn't there like a man and a female? What the fuck is going on? Mighty Joe Young. Right. It was about a giant gorilla, correct?
I think it might have been Charlize Theron.
You think it was?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me look it up. Hang tight. Let's see here. What was it? Mighty Joe Young.
Sorry.
Mighty Joe Young, 1998, epic film. There it is.
Epic film?
That's what that says. Yes.
Fuck. High praise.
It was Charlize Theron. Hello, lady.
Love it. Yeah, she's a star.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she is. And she like doesn't age either. She was like look the same for like
Yeah,
the
she
last
looks
20
exactly the
years.
same.
Like seriously,
It's
last.
awesome. I don't know how she does it. What's the secret, honey? Is she? You think she's drinking baby's blood?
Oh yeah, for sure. They all are. You kidding
What's
me?
the?
No, I'm just kidding.
Have you heard of the drug that allegedly the elites take?
Which one?
Fuck, it's
Adrenochrome? Is that what you're talking
yeah,
about?
adrenochrome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Where have you been?
Where have I been? Under a rock, apparently. He knows. Yeah.
Evan's roommate Steve just mouthed the words adrenochrome to me.
Yeah, you think she's one of them? You think she just got it?
Yes, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, dude, absolutely.
Almost definitely.
You kidding me?
I'm not hating because obviously it's working.
Yeah, hey, listen, she looks great.
I bet Keanu Reeves is another one.
You think so?
Yeah.
That
He's a
man,
vampire.
I can't wait for the next Matrix to come out. I
Oh,
really want to watch
dude.
it. But here's the thing: I've seen previews, and they've definitely shot it in 4K. Like it's, you know how like it looks different. It doesn't have that like fluorescent tube lighting kind of feel that the first
The
ones
movie's
had.
all.
They all had that same like kind of green feel. You know, like it was very whitewashed, like in certain
Yeah.
scenes and shit like that, or black,
It's
whatever you
not
want to
like
call
that
it.
anymore.
The new one looks like a brand new
I
like
haven't seen
action like a single camera show on Showtime or something. Yeah, it looks very strange, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna be excited. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
of
super
course.
stoned, and it's gonna be great.
I'm excited for No Way Home, Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man looks good. Of course, once you hear the Green Goblin, then you're like, shut
So-
the fuck up.
So
I'm like Willem Dafoe.
I typically don't like spoilers, right?
Right.
But there was allegedly a trailer
Mm-hmm.
in Brazil, I believe it was,
Okay.
that ran a certain scene a little longer than it probably should
Like
have.
a couple frames extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it shows what looks like something being edited out
Oh.
and like
Oh really?
striking one of the villains.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah. So
what's
who is it? Right.
It's either Toby or Andrew.
Right.
Toby.
I hope it's all of them. Isn't it supposed to be all of them? All three?
I hope so.
I hope so too. I think it'd be fucking awesome.
I think it'd be
It'd be
so cool.
so cool.
Even-
I would pay to go see that in the movies because
Yeah.
I remember
I am gonna go see it in the
that
movies,
first
100%.
Spider-Man. That first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. I watched that in when I was in high school. I
One
watched
of my
that.
favorite movies.
And me and my friends, God, we had such a good time. That
Pause.
will always.
That movie came out in 2001, right?
Yeah, I was 16. I was
yeah,
15
I was in
or 16.
first grade. I got to skip school that day.
Really?
And go see Spider-Man.
Oh, and you got to see Kirsten Dunst's nipples through the dress.
Fuck yeah,
Oh
dog.
God,
On a school day.
Mary
at like,
Jane.
At like 11:30 a.m.
Yeah, good for you. I was pinching my squid.
As
No.
you can tell, I had the best upbringing.
No, listen. Sometimes you got to do that shit. I would do that for my kids. I would let them if they
Yeah,
really.
no, it was
if,
awesome.
If you know when if they're doing good in school and they haven't missed a lot of time and like they want to play, of course I'd be open to playing hooky for my kids. Like and taking them to go see a movie like that. Fuck yeah.
It was the
If
first.
they deserve it, you know. I wouldn't be doing that all the time. That's not very responsible.
Spider-Man was the first like big superhero movie.
Yeah.
Too. Like the first one that like made money.
Did I tell you we took
Did a
my?
thing.
Did I tell you we took my son? He's the younger of my kids. We took him to his first movie a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago.
Oh no.
Yeah, we went to go see Jungle Cruise,
How was it?
the Disney one.
With
that
Emily
came out.
Blunt.
Yeah, Emily Blunt. She's sexy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm fucking horny for some reason. Talking
Black
about
Friday,
and,
guys.
it's really just talking about like banging Icelandic chicks. It's just been getting me all randy over here. Blonde hair, baby. What did you say about their pussies? No.
Refrigerated. I called that shit refrigerated pussy. Because
I
it's so
said-
cold out there.
Yeah. It's been wrapped for your satisfaction.
Sealed for yourself.
Hey, listen.
Is it cold on the inside?
Yes.
Is it cooked all the way through? Let me find out.
Seems a little bloody in here. I don't know. It was pretty pink. Okay, enough.
This thing's still alive, guys. Did you even cook this?
Oh my god! All right, yeah, I got a funny story for you. Ready? So last time, we podcasted. Of course, there's residuals. You know, I make it home, whatever, and I decided to smoke again. So I'm like really stoned at home. Okay,
The best place to be stoned.
correct. So I'm uber stoned at home, and I'm trying to listen to my news podcast, with Crystal and Sagar, Breaking Points. Okay.
Okay.
And she starts talking about something that's really interesting. So I decide to turn the volume up on my iPhone.
Okay.
That's in my pocket.
Right.
And I start violently pressing the volume up button. It wasn't the volume up button. It was the lock button. Do you know what happens when you violently press the lock button over and over again?
Restarts it, doesn't
No, it calls 911.
Oh. I'm glad
So
you told
I'm in
me
my
that.
I'm stoned in my kitchen and my phone's calling 911. And I'm like, stop.
They call you back like, sir, what's
They
the
called me
emergency?
right. They called
I have
me.
knives for hands.
They called me right the fuck back. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I don't want to get in trouble. Whatever.
Answer.
I was paranoid. Oh, of course, I tried to answer, but they just hung right up. And I was like, oh, okay, good. They're not coming.
I guess it's like if you pick up, like, whatever.
Oh, I guess. Yeah. But I went to answer it, and they just hung right up. I was like, nah, whatever. That's fine. Everything's fine.
Dodged the bullet there.
Don't answer that, it sends like a signal to dispatch. You know what I mean?
Maybe, yeah. Then they'll send somebody out to my location.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, what if you were in the heat of the moment and you called 911?
Right.
You were like, hey,
That night, they did not show back up. They didn't come to my house that night. So, I mean, I was going to literally give them any information they needed to let them know, like, I was just I didn't do this on purpose. It was
dude,
a
I'm
mistake.
high. It's Thanksgiving.
No, it was a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
But I would be like, dude, I'm stoned right now. I'm sorry.
What? Yeah, I'm at home, man. What do you want from me?
Right. Exactly.
I went to
Everything's
I do that all the time because
What, emergency call on your phone by mistake?
no,
I do.
but I could have
Yeah.
anytime
Yeah.
because I wear my.
Go ahead. Try to press your phone.
I'm
Press the
good.
lock button 6 or 7 times in a row and see what happens.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm all right.
It starts making this noise. It goes, boop,
I
boop,
don't need
boop.
I don't need the 5-0 showing up to my crib like that.
Oh,
That's
anyway.
okay.
Yeah, so you just saved a bunch of money on your car. Let's talk about car insurance.
Let's talk about car insurance. I
You
did
just
this thing.
saved money.
So-
Well, how did you do it?
Let's
Did you
go
call
ahead.
Geico?
Let's give some free ad space for him.
Okay, let's do it. Who is your insurance company? Do you
My-
want to tell or no?
My insurance company is.
You don't have to if you don't want to. But go ahead.
Well, I'm trying. Let me think about this live on air.
Okay.
What are the cons to me?
Saying it, I don't know. We're not like sponsored by anybody, so it's not a big deal. But or you can just shit talk them and then hope that they
Is
keep
it
you
legal
as
for an insurance company to drop somebody over something that's
Podcast?
said on the internet?
anything you say on the internet could get you fired or taken away from anything nowadays. So I'm surprised we're still sitting here like with our freedom.
Well, then I'll keep it to myself. How about that? But anyway.
So, but you saved some fucking money, dude. Talk about that.
Yes. So approximately 3 or 4 years ago,
Okay. Yes.
I-
Approximately.
I was driving home from work, stopped at the liquor store,
Mm-hmm.
got some booze,
Yeah.
right, and go to leave. I pull out the parking spot, all in one motion. I flick my lights on, throw on my seatbelt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My car's moving
Right.
at this point in time,
Okay.
but all one motion before I'm even out of the spot.
Okay.
Right.
But
I pull up and I look down and I don't see anything.
yeah.
Turn the corner. I don't come to a complete stop.
Oh my
Leaving the
god.
parking lot. 'cause it's like-
Leaving a private parking lot?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, it was. I guess so. It was a liquor store, right?
I don't think. Well, anyway, whatever. It's not. You're not at a stop sign. You know what I'm saying?
It was a stop sign.
Oh well. Whoops.
It
You're
was,
the asshole then.
It was a stop sign.
So you didn't have your seatbelt on. You didn't have your lights on. It was dark out, and you ran a stop sign, and he pulled you
Yes.
over,
And
and he threatened to give you tickets
so
for all
lights-
of them.
Lights get thrown on.
Right.
and
Were
I
there
pulled
any other
over.
cars that you were around when you made the turn?
No, I was hella confused.
All right.
That's
okay.
why. Like nobody was around.
Right.
I pull it on. I get to the stoplight. He gets behind me, and I'm like, oh. I don't think I'm like running through my head. I was like, what did I do? I was
Right.
like, did he see me did he see me put my seatbelt on and my lights on?
Right.
Okay, but like, I had it before
Right.
I was out of the spot.
Right.
It's like, okay. So, light turns green, pull over, throws his lights on. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So I get pulled over, and then he comes up, gives me the whole spiel. Well, like, he did this, he did that. I just said it. And
Yeah.
he's like, so, license and registration? I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Takes my shit, comes back. He was like, so what are you getting at the liquor store?
Oh Jesus Christ! That's why he pulled you over. You know that, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't any of that other that light foot bullshit. It was just because of the liquor store.
But so, it was,
So he's targeting patrons of a liquor store. That's all I'm
Yeah.
going to say. That's all I'm
Yeah.
going to say.
Yeah.
That's it.
So-
but go ahead. Yeah.
But it was like 10:30 at night.
yeah.
right?
And since you weren't drunk, he gave you a bunch of fucking tickets.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
So that's essentially it.
Yeah.
He was like, "What did you get at the liquor store?" I was like, "I just got beer."
Yeah. I would have been like, that's none of your business. No, I wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, anything you want.
Well,
offer.
he's like, "Oh, he's like, you sure you didn't get any hard alcohol?" And I was like, "They wouldn't sell it to me
Right.
after 10 o'clock."
oh, gotcha.
I was like, "It's still open,
right.
but like,
Yeah.
you can't sell liquor past 10 o'clock."
Right.
I know the law. I know the law. He was like, "You sure?" And I was like, "Yeah." I mean, like, do you want to look?
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, it's fine.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Like, it's fine." And he was like, "I am gonna give you a couple tickets though."
Oh my god.
Gave me 3 tickets on
Yeah,
the last day of the fucking month
That's a bunch of bullshit, dude.
for what I said, not stopping.
It's because you didn't give him what he wanted. You didn't tell him that,
Not
yeah,
stop.
they sold you liquor. And
I
you,
didn't
you
stop.
weren't drunk, so he had to give you a bunch of tickets.
I didn't come to a complete stop at the stop sign.
Mhm.
I would have
been
my
like,
seatbelt on.
I would have been
and I
like,
had my
show
lights
me
on.
the evidence that I didn't have my seatbelt on. Show me the evidence I didn't have my lights on when I was still in the parking spot. And
So-
then you can write me a ticket for the stop sign. We'll talk later.
I had always been like, I didn't get a lot of tickets. I still don't get a lot of tickets.
Well, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Typically, when I get pulled over, it's like a slap on the wrist.
Okay.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
I recognize my privilege. Not this kid.
Don't
though.
worry, we'll talk about white privilege
But,
and the cops later too. I got another story about that.
But what was
I
it?
shouldn't be laughing. That's terrible.
But so like, I got 3 tickets, right? I thought that was just gonna be like a fine.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think I was gonna get points
Right.
on my license. I don't think I did get points. I think it's
Okay.
just because they were moving violations. It's like insurance reasons.
Of course, yeah. They give you. There's different kinds of points. Insurance gives you points, and then there's
Yeah.
also moving violation points on your license.
Yeah. So I
Not
don't
every
know,
infraction is a pointed offense.
but I was told like if I paid the fines, like I could avoid the points.
Right.
So like,
of course, yeah.
I just
Another
paid
way, yeah.
everything.
Just pay the money. You don't
Yeah.
get the points. It's fine.
I just paid everything.
of course.
And then
It's such a fucking ploy.
didn't hear anything about it. 6 months later,
Right.
I get kicked off my mom's insurance because I don't live at home anymore.
Uh-huh.
And
You go to get insurance, and they
I go
fuck
to get
you.
insurance
Mhm.
with the same people that I was already insured with,
Yep.
and they told me to go fuck myself.
Because they pulled your abstract. That's why.
Yeah,
Yep.
they were like, "We can't insure you. You have 3 tickets." I was like, "I got those 3 tickets with you."
With you guys, yeah.
Yeah, and they
As
were
a
like-
driver on another plan.
yeah, and they were like, "We can't offer you insurance."
my
I was like, "I had your insurance while I like
Yeah.
what's
Do you have an insurance guy? Do you have a guy, or do you just shop by yourself?
yeah shop by myself?
Okay,
what do I
gotcha.
need a guy for?
You should get a guy. They do the work for you, and then they get paid a commission. They get paid
You got a
commission.
guy?
They get commission from the insurance companies. It doesn't cost you shit. All you have to do is just follow up with them, and they pull the plans. They tell you tell them what you want, and then they get them. They call you when they're ready. Yeah,
Damn, wait, for real? Like you got a guy?
I got a guy. I'll give you his number so you can
Yeah.
have it on time next
Okay,
time you
maybe
go.
I will get a guy.
Farm, yeah. He's my policy holder for like my jewelry.
Oh, you got farm. I got
So then I
Stadies.
got Geico for my, that's different.
So Matt's got jewelry.
Yeah. You didn't have to say his name.
Oh, sorry. We'll bleep that out. That's good. No, good for you.
Yeah.
That's insured. That's important.
But it's insured is the
Yeah.
important part.
Insurance
so if you try
is
to fuck
important.
around and find out, you're gonna catch the 9 and
That's
then the
right.
charge.
Motherfucker. My white privilege story about being pulled over by the cops was.
Oh wait, hang on. Let me
oh,
talk
sorry.
about these awesome savings. Anyway,
Oh yeah, how much? Did you end up
Anyway,
saving?
by the time
You were
I got-
pumped. You were fucking pumped.
I called like every insurance agency. By the time I finally got somebody who would cover me, they wanted like $400 a month.
Right.
Right. So that's what I was paying for the first year.
Uh-huh.
Second year, it dropped down to like $380,
Okay.
and then it just kept getting incrementally smaller.
Nice.
How are you paying that much a fucking month, dude? 400.
400's a lot.
Now you know why I never have any fucking money because I'm fucking giving it to insurance.
Now you know
agents.
why you always got to buy me drinks at the bar.
But they came through. I got a new car when my car flooded. So if I didn't have insurance, I
You wouldn't have
fucked.
gone. Right. That's true.
But anyway, we got incrementally smaller.
Yeah, and then
last month I made a payment of $220. Right, that was my payment for the
the
previous
final.
plan.
Yeah. Final
All
plan.
those tickets were expunged, baby.
Nice.
Dropped to 160.
160. Very nice.
I
You know,
woke
there's
up. I said,
there's people in other states that hear that and just want to like gouge their ears
yeah,
out
for sure. Like I
because
hope that makes
New
you
Jersey
fucking
car
sick.
insurance is very expensive compared to the other 50 states or other 49 states. Excuse me.
Well,
yeah.
I'm not even gonna say that. But $400,
Including Puerto Rico.
$400 now is gonna get me a lot further than it did
Yeah,
paying for fucking car insurance. for
exactly.
$400.
That's cool, man. I'm happy for you. That's really cool. So my white privilege story about the cops was a couple weeks
yeah.
ago. A couple weeks ago was I went to a birthday party at dude's house that lives in my neighborhood, and his property backs up to a parking lot. It's like a clubhouse parking lot. Like, no one's there. No, it's only for like the summertime activities, but it's this nice big parking lot. And for his daughter's birthday, he decided to let off some fireworks. Like, it was relatively safe.
Relatively.
But we have a small neighborhood for the most part. And he got these from out of state. So there was like mortars, getting fired off. Yeah, like he was like shooting off mortars. I was like, what are you guys doing?
That's not very safe.
Here come the cops.
Of course.
3 deep. They come rolling in like after a few minutes. What's that? I'd rather not say. So they come rolling in deep, and the police. I'll tell you off air. And the police officer, the first one there, pulls up and goes, "You guys wouldn't know anybody who's firing off fireworks, right?" And we're like, "No, officer. What are you talking?" And then he goes, "All right, have a good night." He just pulls off, and we of course
Never even seen a firework.
We packed up and fucking got out of there like real fast. But it was definitely like if it was any other situation or any other person, it might be a little different. That might have been a different outcome. Oh, chips! We got some ripples.
Lucky you didn't have an AR-15 on you, bro.
Yeah, right. I know. They were trying to save my city or something.
Not that you would have gone to prison.
Oh my god! Yeah, I got a clip for you. You ready?
I do not own the flag I'm going to talk about today, and I'm never going to own it because I don't think the group of people I'm about to talk about even deserve to have a flag. They are not a part of the LGBT community, no matter how much they want to be. The people I'm talking about today are MAPs, or minor attracted people. Basically, pedophiles. They are not a part of the LGBT community. It is not okay. It is not okay for anybody over the age of 18 to think of anybody under the age of 16 at the lowest in a sexual way. And even that is a gray area. Nobody should be thinking of children in a sexual way. Minor attracted people, it is not how they were born. It's not just the way that they are. This is what the MAP pride flag looks like. I'm only showing you so you know to look out for this on people's social media accounts.
Take away away what MAPs are. By the way, if you're watching us on Instagram Live, you can listen to the podcast and you'll be able to hear the clip. And then you can understand what we're talking about.
Did you hear any of that?
You didn't hear any of it. No, it's okay. So MAP are minor attracted persons or something like that. But it's what this woman sounded like? It's just so everybody knows this was, I guess, a representative of the LGBTQ plus community. And what's her name? Can you zoom in on it?
At Rissus Squirrel.
Rissus Squirrel?
RISUSKWIRL
on TikTok. Anyway, so she was explaining that MAPs are minor attracted people, essentially pedophiles. But when you listen, but when you listen to her talk about it, doesn't she sound like a white man from the 80s or something talking about gay people? Like, doesn't she sound like that? She sounds so intolerant.
Yeah, but she should.
I know, but it's hysterical that she's so intolerant towards something that seems so disgusting and perverted when that is exactly how people felt back then. I'm not saying that was right, but I'm just saying, isn't that fucking hysterical?
No.
You don't think that's funny?
I don't.
I mean, yeah, she's right.
I'm more alarmed by the facts that she's presenting.
What's that? What?
Yeah, I mean,
what
she's a character.
What MAPs are, yeah.
But
they have their own flag.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it is fucking weird.
That's fucking weird.
And if you listen to the clip, she backtracks when she says something about 16-year-olds.
Not minor attractive people.
Yes, and it was so funny. I think that clip's hysterical. But what's up? Oh, thanks. Cheers.
That's Steve from Wishful Thinking.
I think I just skipped you, didn't I? I just skipped you and lied.
You did, but that's okay.
I'm just only gonna hit it one more time.
It's okay.
Hopefully we don't get taken off of Instagram Live.
Confirmation that it was cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Drew got up to fix the phone because we're live on.
Yeah,
we're
we're doing
TikTok.
our first live experiment. We were gonna do live on TikTok, but apparently I'm an asshole and you can't do live on TikTok.
Oh yeah, we're live on Instagram.
But right now we're live on Instagram.
TikTok. We this podcast is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be provided for you.
These are your Miranda rights.
Oh wait.
Yeah, hit it. Dun, dun.
Oh God, I love you.
Sick.
Yeah. Okay. So, as real quick, I went to Columbus Mart or the Columbus Flea Market. Do you know where that is?
No.
It's like North Burlington County, like the 206 up there, Columbus, New Jersey. I'm pretty sure it's a exit off the turnpike. Maybe
Okay.
not. And if you've never been there before, it's a fucking experience. Now that they're going like full, fucking dog. Now that they're going like full fledged into it, now they're going full fledged into it, and like every table was full, dude. There was like rows. There was like rows and rows and
Electric.
rows of people. But while I was there, they have like a lot of old and expired food for sale.
Old,
And like
old expired.
old expired food.
It's not poison.
No. But they definitely had expired apple cider donut Oreos that I finally got to taste after we talked about them like 6 months ago or
Were
something.
they stale?
No, they were good. They tasted delicious. And like every time I walk by the one in the, I left it in my kitchen. You know, every time I walk by, I have one. They were fucking banging, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
They were really good. So if you're out there and you see apple cider donut Oreos, you should definitely get them.
I don't think he liked them.
No,
when we had 'em.
no, I thought they were delicious. We kind of got into. Let's talk about this a little bit. It was like our first like sort of disagreement, right? A little bit about the Rittenhouse thing. A little bit. Would you agree with our tone of voice last time we talked?
I don't think it was a disagreement.
I
I mean,
yeah.
like we saw things differently,
Correct.
for sure.
Yeah,
but like
exactly.
I don't think we disagreed on
Right.
anything that should have happened.
Yeah, part of me feels like two ways about it. One, like I don't like stories that are, like push divisiveness and like push like people
Right.
fighting about, and like there's no reason why you should. Well, I mean, there's of course you can have your reasons to fight about it or feel passionate about it, but really what it boils down to is, does that really have an effect on you or me in the moment?
No,
Not really.
not in the moment.
No,
But
it's like so. I mean, and I'm just using us as an example.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it was. I thought it was cool that we could just talk about it. We like sent like tweets and stuff back to one another over the week,
But
and
yeah,
I thought
we
it was
did, we
interesting.
did.
I thought it was interesting. But we both feel the same way. That kid shouldn't have fucking been there. The whole thing shouldn't have happened.
that's the thing.
The
Yeah.
whole thing should not have happened in the first place. That's something that we can agree upon. So, and then a lot of people fought about it this year on Thanksgiving.
A lot of people thought about it this year on Thanksgiving, but I mean,
We talked about it at my
So-
first one of two Thanksgivings. We talked about it, and it was interesting to talk about.
one of the big takes that I saw
Mhm.
was if you show up to an area where there is violence,
Right.
and you are prepared for violence, then you are not. It's not self-defense. You're a
Right.
willing combatant,
Right. Exactly.
and I feel like that's the whole argument right there.
Yeah.
Like he shouldn't have been there, but he
Right.
was there, strapped,
Right.
ready to protect property that he did not own
Right.
any part of.
Yeah. I think we definitely
you.
both agree that it's like just the whole thing. It just shouldn't have happened.
So
to
like,
begin with.
was it self-defense? I guess yeah, technically.
Yeah, and that's kind of where like my assuredness came from on the whole thing. So when I don't know why, I really do just think about like the law, and like that's kind of where I derive some of my opinion from. Now, whether it's right or wrong, that can be debated, and the systematic things that are in this country, a lot of people could talk about that, and there's a lot of evidence towards it. But at the same time, when I think about it, I just sense like that. Yeah, he shouldn't have been found guilty, depending on the circumstances of that. That's my take.
I also think that the character of the people he killed got too involved.
What do you mean?
I don't think that should have been a factor because it's not like
Do you think they should have been there in the first place? His victims?
I don't. Well, first of all, nobody should have been
That's
there.
what I agree.
So it's not like
What the fuck are you doing? Stop. Matt's over here shocking me, you motherfucker. You're a good guy. Oh, damn it. Really shocked me, you son of a
he's
bitch.
trying out to
What are
replace
you doing?
Jamie Foxx in the SpiderMan Electro.
There you
role.
go. Maybe I should just put my feet up on this wooden chair I'm on, then maybe that'll keep the resistance.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I did want to touch on. I found it interesting that we could still like kind of sort of disagree about it, but like it didn't really matter, and I like that. I like that about us, and that we could talk about it. And it was one of the first times we kind of like disagreed on something like that, a little bit.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. We just don't. I don't think we're looking at it through the same lens. Like we're not looking at it for the same reasons.
I mean, I'm not looking at it at any reason other than future precedent. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Understood. Yes, I understand. I understand that take. Yo, so I had to take a whole fucking week off. All right, this is my dad flex of the week. Okay, I had to take a whole week off of work just to paint my downstairs in my house.
A whole week.
I took we're not even done. I took an entire week. I painted for 6 days, and I still couldn't get it all done. I mean, listen, I hate painting. Have you ever had to paint a house before?
No.
It's terrible.
Oh well,
dude.
I mean, I helped Matt paint like one
a
room.
bedroom.
I think it was the living room that I helped with.
I had to do my dining room, my kitchen, my hallway, my playroom for the kids. We had to do the living room. We had to do the entryway. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
It's like everything was disrupted. My poor son, he's like, when's the house going to go back to normal? I'm like, oh, poor kid, you poor thing.
You could have. I could have given.
Like, shut the fuck up.
So
I'm just kidding.
my cousin recently moved into a house, and her boyfriend, I think still, her boyfriend, is he like fixed it all up.
Mm-hmm.
He like painted a whole bunch of walls, did a whole bunch of shit all in like a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I could have given you his number. He could have helped you bang it out real quick.
It was just like you have to, when you put on a coat of paint. Now, granted, paint's a lot better nowadays, and you can buy really high quality stuff that dries a lot differently than it used to. But you still have to wait. Like, you have to wait for it to dry in between each coat. We had to do 2 coats. The only thing we didn't put 2 coats on was the trim. We put 2 coats on the ceiling. We did 2 coats on the walls. We had the sand. We had the spackle. It was ridiculous, dude. I still wouldn't have paid somebody to do it, though. It's not worth it.
True.
We got some quotes for our house before, and we don't have a big house by any means. And we're talking thousands of dollars, Evan. Thousands to get somebody to paint the house.
Somebody to paint it?
Thousands, dude.
Yeah, fuck that.
Don't go to CertaPro. Fuck you, CertaPro. How many people are on this, by the way? How many people are on our live?
It's just me.
I watched for a little bit.
Oh, that's hysterical. All right, let's go to news. This is Evan and Drew with the news.
What do we got today, boys?
Tragedy in Wisconsin where a man drove his SUV into a Christmas parade. At least 5 people were killed and more than 40 injured.
Now today, shoppers in retail stores are, of course, on high alert after a series of mass robberies over the weekend.
2 weeks ago, a
We'll
Chinese
talk about
tennis
that.
star accused a top Chinese government official of sexual assault. Peng Shuai was one of the leading doubles players in the world, and since her allegations, we've heard nothing.
Dr. Patel, I take it we should all get a booster now.
The president's son was a part owner of a venture involved in a $3.8 billion purchase by a Chinese conglomerate of one of the world's largest cobalt deposits.
That's right.
That was me adding the sound effects. Yeah, interesting thing about that Cobalt is, we needed to make electrical, vehicles and electric vehicles and batteries for, all of our electronic devices.
Not so smart now, huh, Elon Musk?
Well, not even that. It's the fact that China has it now. So it's one of the largest cobalt mines in the world, and now China has possession of it. And Hunter Biden was part of a group of people that, took care of that and sold it right to him. I love it. So it doesn't even matter like what president is there. Their children just fuck off and they just exploit it.
Of
And
course.
it's ridiculous.
What do you
Absolutely.
mean? Yeah, they're the children of the president.
Mhm.
Would you not fuck off if you were the
I don't
child?
know. I guess the Obamas did it pretty good. They were pretty young. They couldn't get into any trouble, right?
Right, they were young.
What are they? Tia and Tamara, or is that the twins? Is that sister?
I think that is sister. Are you fucking joking right now? Because sister.
One of them was Tamika, right? One of them was.
I don't fucking know.
Oh well, then fuck you. You were.
So Tia
At least
and
I was
Tamara-
close.
That sounds right though. Like if I'm being honest.
Oh my god, I love it. Anyway, yes. So president's children.
President's children.
Yeah, and then that's sad news. I couldn't watch the videos. I still haven't watched them. I don't want to watch them. Is the videos of that parade where the fucking 40 people got injured and now 6 people died, which is really sad. What are you doing over there?
Somebody said there would be guy on guy love.
We're definitely gonna bang later.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Of course.
This is the news.
Maria, hit that blunt for me. We got you.
Oh, thank you, Maria. Yes, we will.
It's out now, but
Yeah, well, we're gonna roll another one probably. Yeah, and okay, so that whole parade thing sucked. Number one, I don't know if you saw anything about it. Did you see anything about it?
the Philly parade?
No, the fucking guy who ran over like 40 people like at a holiday parade in Wisconsin like 5 days ago. No, you didn't hear anything about this. That's cool.
Yeah, That's
why we're here.
I've been busy, man. What do you want from me?
Yeah, so
I'm
anyway,
not concerned with what's going on in Wyoming or whatever the fuck, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. But
Wisconsin.
yeah, terrible tragedy. I mean, like, I don't know. They're still investigating. I don't know the motives or anything like that. But yeah, apparently they got the guy who did it, and he killed 6 people with his car, dude, and hit and injured 40 other people. Yes, plowed through a holiday parade going like 50 miles an hour.
Why?
I don't know why. I don't know.
Was it on purpose?
He seemed to be. Yes, seemed to be as such.
Yeah, it was.
So anyway, crazy story. We'll see what happens with that. Did you hear about all the Bay Area looting? Did you hear about that?
No.
So, okay, you ready for this? It was in like the San Francisco area. There was like 80 individuals like in a bunch of cars that just pulled up at this, what the fuck was it? Neiman Marcus or no, shit, what was it? Nordstrom's. They pull up at a Nordstrom's and they go in there and they fucking rip off all the high class luxury shit that's like right by the door, and they just come in and they plow through and they just take a bunch of shit. They stun gun somebody or pepper sprayed somebody, and then they just took all the shit and they all left.
Whoa!
It was like a coordinated looting effort, and now it's triggered like a bunch of people to do it, like a bunch of copycat people. So now, like
copycat looters,
Beverly Hills, seriously, copycat looters. You know, I'm telling you. Copycat serial looters.
What do you mean?
I guess you're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Copycat.
Are they doing it in this very
like Hannibal,
specific
they're like
way?
Hannibal Lecter, bro. What?
Are they looting in a very specific way?
Yeah, so it was repeated. It was repeated again, like in Beverly Hills, and they came and like smashed the windows, and like a bunch of people tried to ransack.
But just like the window units, right? Like when you're window shopping.
Like at Beverly Hills,
stuff,
like
right?
Rodeo Drive. Like
I've
that.
never been. I don't know.
I don't know. I've never been there
know
either.
what it looks like. I've never been to California. I've seen pictures.
Yeah, that's on my bucket list. I want to go to California. I'd like to drive to California. That sounds so stupid.
But
I would really like to drive.
It's going to take you like a week to get there.
I know. And then I'd have to take another week back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to do that.
But I would want to spend like a week there too.
Yeah, maybe less than. Maybe like 3 or 4 days.
Maybe.
It's a cesspool, bro. No, I don't know. I need to be there.
Well, yeah, I don't.
People just loot serial fucking copycat looters all over the place.
Looters and cooters.
Looters and cooters in California. That Chinese tennis star disappeared. Did you hear about that?
A Chinese tennis star.
Dude, I love how this is all just brand fucking new to you. I love it. I'm serious.
Dude.
I'm not. I love it. I fucking love it.
I don't read the news.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'll tell you this story. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this Chinese star, #1 in doubles and in female doubles in the world. She's like ranked, female player in the world. Also, China. She's like the best Chinese tennis player. Peng Shui. She ends up making an allegation against like this higher up like Chinese billionaire in the CCP, vice president of something. She says that one time he sexually assaulted her, and that essentially raped her. The tweet gets put up, or it's called something different in China, whatever their Twitter is. So she puts the tweet out, making the allegation, and then within 30 minutes, it's pulled down. Her entire account's wiped. She disappears for 12 days. She's gone, dude. She's gone. And then they start sending out like little tidbits, like, "Oh, this is her with her coaches, and this is her with her. This is her at home saying she's fine, and she has been here the whole time." Yeah.
What?
Yeah, like really shady stuff. It's been really crazy. Yeah. So they made her disappear, and that's China. That's Chinese government. That's it, dude. I'm not talking too much shit, but that's just what they do. That's
you are. Good thing we're not on TikTok.
Yeah, I know. I think we get one person that downloads from China. I think it is like the Chinese Communist government.
Probably the people. You know what it is? It's
What's that?
probably the background checker. They're
Yeah.
the one the censorship.
What's that? The background check?
They censor everything.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So that they're like, "What's this? I'm fine. Everything is fine."
Nothing is fine.
I'm gonna
Democracy is not fine.
I'm gonna listen to this and see what happens.
Oh my God.
And then they decide that it's unfit for China.
Yes. Beep. Unfit. Unfit for China. I got a funny story. This is another funny news story. You want to hear this?
Yeah.
Ready for this? Yeah. This happened a little while ago. It's been in my docket here. I didn't read it though. So a Florida teacher, a Florida quote teacher of the year.
Florida.
Hold on. Florida quote teacher of the year arrested for hitting pupil who criticized her teacher of the award year. Or of the year award.
Teacher of the war is right.
That was a little slip. A Florida educator was busted for child abuse 2 days after being named Teacher of the Year for allegedly hitting a student who criticized her for getting the award, according to the police. High school English teacher Caroline Melanie Lee, 60, was proudly hailed for her achievement in the Duval County Public Schools last Wednesday. She was arrested Friday, accused of hitting a female pupil in the face, leaving her with a bloody nose, the arrest report said. Lee allegedly demanded the pupil come to her office after she had read a comment thread on Instagram that challenged her new award and accusing her of using the N-word in class.
She said, "Yo, come to my office.
Why don't you come here, explain that Instagram comment real quick?
Come to my office. Let's talk about this."
So she was too terrified, apparently, to go to Lee's office. But the teacher stormed into her classroom and demanded she leave with her, the police report said.
I got two people that want to talk to you. Law and order.
Oh, man, I can't do it. Hold on, where's my shit? Where is it? Law and order. Yeah, so apparently then she took the girl. Then Lee, ready for this? It says here, then reached across the table. Once alone in Lee's classroom, the teacher shut the door and then reached across the table and struck her on the face with the heel of her palm. Lee then began reportedly calling her a fucking bitch, and she landed more strikes on the top of her head. And then she also kicked her in the lower leg. And this is all on surveillance footage.
Teacher of the year.
Teacher of the year in Florida, baby.
Teacher of the year.
I love it. That's a fucking funny story.
Hey,
That shit's-
Google Florida teacher on the day you were born. See what comes up.
On the day I was born?
Yeah, you remember that? You remember that trend? Google Florida man on the day you were born,
No, that's hysterical. I should do that right now.
and like, see what crazy shit some guy in Florida did on your birthday.
Okay, so it's you Google Florida man. What is it?
Florida man, and then whatever day you were born. March, blank, blank, blank,
Blank, blank, blank, blank, blank.
I believe I know it.
You do.
I'm just
But
not
it's a
gonna- I'm
long
not
time
gonna
ago,
say
though.
it.
It's a long time ago. Florida man charged with murder. And then it says naked shenanigans. Florida man did on his birthday.
Naked shit.
Yep.
Yep. See.
Florida man hit dad in face with pizza. No, this is all from.
Now try Florida teacher.
No.
Try Florida teacher.
Okay, hold on. Boop, boop, boo. Florida teacher.
Florida teacher.
Doot, doot.
Diarrhea.
Florida teacher. Oh, no, it just talks about like public school universe and stuff. It's like, yeah, it's not going to happen. Anyway, that was a good shot. Let's see. What else do we have here? Oh, and then this is a very interesting article. This woman in the Bronx apparently was using people's obituaries.
Yeah. You sent this one.
So
I
then,
saw it.
so this woman, let me find her name. Hold on. She was using obituaries in the paper to then find when people would not be home and they would be out all day at funerals, and then she would go and rob their houses. It's 30, and this happened a long time ago. But she got sentenced on Monday. She did it to 6 homes. She's going to spend 11 years in jail. But she would do it for funerals of relatives and everything like that. And she would just go, and when the funeral was happening, she'd find out where they lived, and she would ransack their shit.
Imagine coming home from your loved one's funeral.
That is terrible.
And your shit is ransacked.
Your shit is ransacked on the funeral day. Ugh.
That's
terrible, man. That's
a little
fucking terrible.
that's my Joker origin story right there.
Oh yeah. I just snapped.
I come home from my funeral and my shit is gone, and I just.
Then I fall into a vat of green shit.
The vat
Isn't
of
that what he
acid?
did? Is that what it was? Vat of acid? You tell me, dude.
Just admit the vat of acid was a good idea, Drew.
Yes. Let's do it.
Just admit it was a good idea.
It was a good idea. God damn it.
See?
All right, you ready?
Ready for what?
I don't know. It's all I really had from the news. I mean, we talked about Kyle Rittenhouse already. Boosters are coming. Boosters have been approved by the FDA. So if you have a vaccine,
I got to get my boo first.
They suggest that you get it after 6 months from your second dose or something like that. So look into it. If you need to get it. No, you're not very effective. That was funny.
That's our live studio audience.
It's called moving the goalpost. But Evan's getting it, so I'm very proud of you, honestly, Evan, for doing it. That's cool. Like, just you made the decision. It's your choice. You did it
To do what?
to get the vaccine.
I didn't get it yet.
You didn't get it yet, but you're gonna get it.
But
That's
yeah,
good. That's your choice, dude. That's the most important thing.
My choice.
Yes, sort of.
Because.
You're forced into doing it.
Because I have no choice.
Yes, I know. The mandate, apparently, since the last time we were on, OSHA suspended their enforcement of it, so we'll see what happens. It's in the courts. It still could be happening, but
I did see that,
yeah, it still could happen, the mandate for 100-plus businesses or whatever, the 100-plus employee businesses. So it's possible.
We'll see.
Yep.
It could then either go to a state level or it could go
States could probably enact something like that, but I don't know if any state would ever do that.
I don't know. Or it would just be a business to business type thing.
I mean, California's already mandating it for school children, so 5-year-olds, which just seems, I don't know. I don't like it, but it is what it is. That's up to them. Again, that's their decision. Like, if that's what the populace wants, that's them. That's fine. That's up to them. I'm being very bureaucratic because we're on live right now.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't act out too much.
Yeah, they're going to start putting the COVID-19 vaccine hashtag at the bottom of our shit, and they're going to have to...
It's going to be fact-checked.
Yes. This was fact-checked by Facebook.
Does it have it? I don't see it yet.
It will. Don't worry.
We'll see.
Once it's in the comments. Don't anybody put it in the comments.
Nobody put it in the comments.
Anyway, all right. So, yeah, that's that.
That's all I got.
That's news, dude. Let's move on to... And that was the news with Evan and Drew. Nice. Very cool. So let's get into recommendations. Do you want to go first? Or?
Sure, I'll go first.
You go first,
I'll go
please.
first.
Help yourself.
All right, so I have 2 recommendations. Right?
Okay, hit me.
One, I already recommended to you.
Get your insurance checked.
It is a artist
Oh,
called
yes.
Same Side.
Yes.
Same Side.
Uh-huh.
He is the guitarist of The Story So Far, my favorite band.
Which we've talked about on the pod.
And he has his own solo project, Same Side.
Mm-hmm.
Put out a new album called In Place, and it is awesome. Real awesome guitar work, very mellow, very chill. He has an awesome voice, awesome songwriting.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out.
Yes.
And then the second recommendation is my buddy Stevie, who plays drums in all of our songs.
That's cool, man.
He just put out a song yesterday on Thanksgiving called Save You, and his artist name is How Loud. So
Nice.
How Loud song is called Save You.
Nice.
It is fucking sick.
Where can you find it? Where can you find it?
Apple Music, Spotify. If it's on YouTube.
Oh, it's okay. That's great.
If it's on YouTube and I can rip it, I'll put in a little sample.
a little sample. Okay.
But if he didn't put it on YouTube, I'm not going to grill him for it. But I can't.
Yeah, bro. Where's your YouTube at? No, I'm just kidding, Stevie.
Yeah, I can't do that. But listen, How Loud
No, we'll
Save You.
We'll put the link out on our Twitter, and it's easy to do that. We can just put the link out.
Yeah, super easy.
So that'll be good. All right. So, oh shit, let me turn this down. My recommendation is a creepy fucking song that I played for the kids.
Oh my fuck.
That I played for the kids earlier today. And I remember the first time I heard this song, I was a younger man, a lot younger. And it was played for me when I was under the influence of psychedelic drugs, and it's called. Let me see if I can get it on here. It's called the Dead Flag Blues by Godspeed You, Black Emperor.
Yeah,
and
he
it
said
is-
that to me, and I was like, "You're a music snob, dude."
Every song I recommend is a music snob, but listen,
Yeah,
if
you're
you
a
are,
fucking asshole.
if you're like out of your mind and you want to hear the creepiest song,
Don't listen to it.
It's creepy and it's
Don't listen to it.
and it's ominous.
I'm gonna say
It's like a
right
poem.
now.
It's not even like a song. It's like a poem, really, is what it is. Anyway, it's great. It's great. I just every time I listen to it, it just fills me with all these crazy emotions. It's a great song, but it's probably because of the drugs. But that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes me feel something.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
It's a weird song, dude. Dead Flag Blues by Godspeed. You Black-
Godspeed, you Black Emperor.
I always think. You know what I think of? I think of what was it? Ow! I just hurt my finger. No. What's the movie? Seth Rogen and James Franco.
Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express. Yes. So he starts getting into a fight with his girlfriend. He's like, "You don't know what? You're gonna go to college. You're gonna start liking Godspeed, you Black Emperor. You're gonna change." Oh God, it's such a
Yeah.
good movie, dude.
Oh,
and
dude, that's one of the best.
Oh God, Amber Heard. Whew.
Yeah, but she's
Bye.
crazy.
I know it doesn't.
She's crazy. Team Johnny Depp. Free
yeah,
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, free Depp. Free
Johnny
Britney.
Britney's free.
She is, I know. That's
She
cool.
is free.
Good for her. Anyway, yeah, so I'd still fuck Amber Heard if I got the chance. I mean, really, you can't say no.
It's Amber Heard, though.
I'm a desperate man. Oh, man.
That's
Anyway.
okay.
Yes. So, so that's pretty much it for the recommendations.
That's it.
Or you know what? I'll pair it with go watch Pineapple Express because it's a funny fucking movie.
And get some ass.
Get some Icelandic poontang.
Get some Icelandic. Get some refrigerated pussy.
Get some sealed for your satisfaction Icelandic straight out of the river pussy.
Yep. Just
Say
thaw-
that again. Where was that? Woo!
Just pulled it out of the freezer
Yes,
this morning.
I love it.
Perfectly thawed out.
Damn it. Anyway, all right. Moving on. So it's kind of to wrap up here. I'm in like an existential crisis, dude. And I'm just going to lay it on the table. I wanted to talk about it. I don't care.
On the live?
Yeah, I don't care. On the live, on the pod, we're recording, right?
Yeah, we're recording.
Yeah, my existential crisis is I feel like I'm being pulled more slowly and more slowly by a black hole of wanting to leave my current employment. So it's not for any reason of the employer. It's just a matter of life changes that are happening. And I'm this close to pulling the trigger. Like, I'm this close. I haven't done anything. I'm not doing anything right now, but I'm in my brain, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, either somebody's got to talk me off a ledge or it's going to happen. And I'm just going to go and I'm just going to be home with my kids. And I can't I really, like, I'm getting lightheaded thinking about it. I can't wait to just spend every morning with them. I know that sounds so, yeah.
Pretty sick.
I would love,
sick.
oh, God. I want to
If you
do
can
it.
do it, man.
I
Just
want to do it
don't,
so bad.
Don't bite your face to spite your nose. You
I
what I'm
know.
saying?
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever that means.
Whatever that means. No, you mean, yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, and that's the thing that gives me pause. Like, financial just changes,
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
different.
For sure.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
I mean, I'm for sure not in the same position, but I mean, I am trying to set up a different future.
Right.
Than,
You're trying to work
the
towards
path that I'm on.
Right. You're trying to work more towards a deeper passion.
Right.
Right. And that's something that I would do. And that's also something I wanted to bring up. But go ahead, finish your point. I'm sorry.
But no, I mean, like, it's definitely scary.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely wish I did all this shit like a couple years ago.
Yeah, like 10 years ago. When I was like 17 in high school.
Yeah, for sure. I think about
Could you imagine how fucking easy life would be if you just knew what you wanted to do when you were 19 years old or 18 years old? Mm-hmm. Could you fucking imagine?
So I did, and then I I have a friend who always knew exactly what he was going to school for. Mm-hmm. Always knew it.
Yeah.
Did it. Got a job. Was happy. Was making money.
Okay.
And then he was just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
But it was something he was passionate about.
Yeah.
And then he was just like one day, just like, I'm
And
done.
then he just
I'm done.
quit.
Yeah, I hear you.
Went to school for another thing.
Was this recently?
It was within the past year or two.
Part of me feels like I'm getting caught up in this cliche of the Great Resignation, which we discussed on the show before.
Yeah,
and it's like part of me is like, well, if the 8 million people did it the last 90 days, why can't I fucking do it?
Yeah, I mean, it was
because I want to do it. I want to quit my job and do something that I'm passionate about. But at the same time, and really my passions lie with my family. Like that's it. I want to be around my kids.
I don't think that that's a bad thing. I don't think that.
I just feel like I'm squandering my time working a fucking 9 to 5. I'm missing out on all this shit my kids are doing.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
But you know,
What the fuck?
I wouldn't say.
Apparently, we have a girl tied up in the corner.
It's my dog.
Oh, it's a dog, right?
my
It's a dog.
dog.
Sorry. Go ahead. You were saying?
I forget where I was going.
Oh, sorry. I said the cliche of getting wrapped up in wanting to quit my job, and I said, I want to be there for my kids, though.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you were saying?
I don't remember.
Fuck.
Sorry, guys. If anybody on live can remind me.
There's a little bit of a delay. But it's like, okay, so here's what I'm thinking, What I really think about, and it scares me more than it makes an impact on me like that Godspeed song does. But it's like, if I'm thinking about it and in 50 years from now, and I'm 85 years old and I'm laying on my deathbed and I think I got my kids there with me and my grandkids, and I think about, man, what did I do for, the first 10 years or 15 years of my kid's life but work 40 to 50 hours a week?
Mm-hmm.
And so the way that my situation is at home, both my wife and I have careers. We're both working at full-time jobs, and that's kind of how it is. And you have to navigate that, and that's how you have to make do, in this world that we live in the society that it is. If you want to have the nice things, you have to put in the work, and it's just so backbreaking to think that if I think about myself in the future, would I really have been so proud as to be working? To be working when I misjudged the table. To be working when my kids are doing the most developing. Both my parents worked when I was growing up. I was a latchkey kid for a large portion of my teens. I would get dropped off. My parents would come home a couple hours later when they were done work. And we would see it. We'd be there, dinner every night and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But with my job right now, if I work a particular shift, I don't see my daughter all day. For a whole 24 hours, I don't see my kid.
Yeah.
That's fucking hard. It hurts. And it just started recently with her changing schools, changing time for schools. That happened. You move up in grades, you start going to school more. And so now it's when I work a late shift at work, I don't see my kid. There goes a whole day. That's one day. And if I'm lucky, I'll get 10,000 with her. If I'm lucky. And it's
was that?
It's gone. There goes 100 days next year if I work. 100 days I'm not going to see my kid. That's fucking.
That is,
that fucking hurts.
Especially when you factor in work, a thing we call work-life balance.
Yeah, work-life balance is important, and it's part of me is again, am I just being a fucking bitch? No offense to any bitches, but am I being a fucking? Am I just being too emotional about this, or is it seriously? Do I have the power to do this and just fucking take the plunge and try to do something different? I'm looking into this at a local college of ours. They had a sponsored program, very short, succinct class for people who are interested in doing voiceover work. And I skipped the school and I went right to the source. It's called Voices for All, and it's a school based in New York. And I'm just afraid what I'm afraid is that it's the next Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Do you know what that is?
It sounds familiar.
So back in the day when radio was very popular in the early 2000s, probably when it hit its pinnacle before satellite kind of took over, there was this school in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. It was called Connecticut School of Broadcasting, and they would, you pay $30,000 to go there, and you're supposed to get a job in communications and be on the radio, and half the people wouldn't get an internship. So it was this whole thing. I don't even know if it's still open or not. But I'm afraid of doing something. This is a much less monetary investment, but it is an investment in time.
Yeah.
And so that's something that I might, if I wanted to change, that's something that I would kind of gear myself towards: buying the equipment, setting up a space, all that kind of shit. I have a couple areas in my house I might be able to set up a small studio.
So
a booth, essentially.
There's a lot of things.
So it's definitely something I'm thinking about. But what were you going to say?
There's a lot of things. I'm not complaining by any means. with the space that we're in,
Yeah.
it's not ideal for like what we're doing.
Correct. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. Hey. That's funny. But, yeah, and so, I don't know. It's been on my mind. It happens at the end of every year. I always think about it. I just figured I'd be candid, because I'm sure a lot of people have done. We know people that have left their jobs.
Yeah.
I know somebody literally who had a similar tenure to mine that did the same thing last year and just left. He was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Now, granted, my job has been very cushy lately, so I can't complain about the job. It's not about the job.
Right.
It's not the job that's fucking me. Oh, shit. Hang tight. It's killing the battery. There we go. Sorry, guys. Sorry, my battery's dying on my phone. We're on Instagram Live. Hopefully we'll figure out how to do TikTok Live. But yeah, so that's on my mind. And if there's anybody out there, if you want to write me an email, that would be great. The letters I am fine. Everything is fine. If not, follow us on Twitter at ifeif_. Follow us on Instagram. Same thing. ifeif_. Same thing on TikTok.
Tic-tac.
Same thing on Winter Fresh Breath TikTok.
Yeah, I saw it on the Tic-Tac. And I was wondering, can you do that for me?
Can you tell me where I can get a TikTok?
I'm from Belmar.
Belma.
From fucking Belmar.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I had a Hooky the other day.
I
It was
hate a
really
Hooky.
good. Anyway, okay.
I
Sorry.
hate a Hooky.
So follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everything. Hit us up. Follow our YouTube if you want to stream the show. We're going to be doing these Instagram lives, and hopefully soon we're going to be recording clips to put on TikTok also. So we'll, and again, maybe start reacting to stuff on TikTok too. That would be fun if we do edit stuff. But not to sound, too,
No.
too into it. I'm about to have a lot of free time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Drew's passionate about something.
Yeah, that's right.
How dare you?
Stay back.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So, Evan, I love you. Thank you for everything this week. I love you. Thanks to anybody who checked in on Instagram Live. We love you too. And listen to the podcast so you can hear the actual clips and the news montage. And thank you to Savannah the dog. And thank you to Steve. Steve! Woo!
And thank you to Iceland.
Yeah, dude, fucking premier poo.
Refrigerated.